Alright, so in this problem, I have 2 to the power of x minus 3 to the power of y equals 7. So I'm going to first rewrite this as 2 to the power of x minus 3 to the power of y is equal to 2 squared plus 3. Now I'm going to subtract 2 squared on both sides and add 3y on both sides. So now I have 2 to the power of x minus 2 squared is equal to 3 to the power of y plus 3. Now if I factor out 2 squared from here, I get 2 squared times 2 to the power of x minus 2 minus 1 is equal to 3 times 3 to the power of y minus 1 plus 1. Now notice how I have an even number times an odd number is equal to an odd number times an even number. Meaning I can make the two even numbers equal to each other and the two odd numbers equal to each other. So I have 2 squared is equal to 3 to the power of y minus 1 plus 1. And I also have 3 is equal to 2 to the power of x minus 2 minus 1. So to start, I have 4 is equal to 3 to the power of y minus 1 plus 1. So this is the same thing as 3 is equal to 3 to the power of y minus 1, meaning y is equal to 2. And for this, I have 3 equals 2 to the power of x minus 2 minus 1. I get 4 is equal to 2 to the power of x minus 2, meaning x is equal to 4. Now, I'm going to go ahead and check to see if these two are right. So my original equation was 2 to the power of x minus 3 to the power of y equals 7. So now we know that x equals 4, so I have 2 to the power of 4 minus 3 to the power of 2 is equal to 7. 2 to the power of 4 is 16. 3 squared is 9. 16 minus 9 is 7, so I get 7 is equal to 7. And because this is right, my solution is right. Alright, so in this problem, I have 4 to the power of 1 minus x plus 4 to the power of 1 plus x is equal to 10. So to start, if I have something of the form a to the power of m plus n, this is equal to a to the power of m times a to the power of n. So 4 to the power of 1 minus x, I can rewrite as 4 to the power of 1 times 4 to the power of negative x, and 4 to the power of 1 plus x, I can rewrite as 4 to the power of 1 times 4 to the power of x. Now, 4 times 4 to the power of negative x is the same thing as 4 over 4 to the power of x. And now, I'm going to let 4 to the power of x equal to the variable y. So now I have 4 over y plus 4y is equal to 10. Now if I multiply both sides by y, I get 4 plus 4y squared is equal to 10y. Now I can subtract 10y on both sides, so I get 4y squared minus 10y plus 4 is equal to 0. This is the same thing as 2y squared minus 5y plus 2 is equal to 0. Now I can rewrite this as 2y squared minus 4y minus y plus 2 is equal to 0. Now I'm going to factor by grouping. So 2y squared minus 4y, I'm going to factor out 2y, so I get 2y times y minus 4. And from negative y plus 2, I'm going to factor out, this is y minus 2. From here, I'm going to factor out negative 1, so I get y minus 2. Now if I factor out y minus 2, I get y minus 2 times 2y minus 1 is equal to 0, meaning y is equal to 2, and y is equal to 1/2. Now remember how we let 4 to the power of x equal to y. So I have 4 to the power of x is equal to 2, and I have 4 to the power of x is equal to 1/2. So for 4 to the power of x equals 2, x is equal to 1/2. So this is one solution of x. And for 4 to the power of x equals 1 over 2, I get 4 to the power of x is equal to 2 to the power of -1. And I get 2 squared to the power of x is equal to 2 to the power of -1. So 2 to the power of 2x is equal to 2 to the power of -1, meaning 2x is equal to -1, and x is equal to -1/2. So x equals 1/2 and -1/2. Alright, so in this problem I have 9 to the power of x plus 12 to the power of x is equal to 16 to the power of x. So I'm going to first start by dividing every term by 9 to the power of x. So 9 to the power of 9 to the power of x, those two cancel out. So I have 1 plus 12 over 9 to the power of x, which simplifies to 4 over 3 to the power of x. And 16 over 9, which simplifies to 4 squared over 3 squared to the power of x. Now, this is the same thing as 1 plus 4 over 3 to the power of x is equal to 4 over 3 squared to the power of x. And if I let 4 over 3 to the power of x equal to the variable y, I get 1 plus y is equal to y squared. This is the same thing as y squared minus y minus 1 is equal to 0. Now, by using the quadratic formula, if you use it, I'm not going to do it now, but you should get that y is equal to 1 plus or minus the square root of 5 over 2. Now, remember how we let y equal 4 over 3 to the power of x. So we have 4 over 3 to the power of x is equal to 1 plus the square root of 1 minus the square root of 5 over 2. And 1 minus the square root of 5, that's going to be a negative number, and you can't take the power of a positive number and make it negative, meaning the only solution for y that works is 1 plus the square root of 5 over 2. So now to solve this, I'm going to take the log on both sides. So I have log 4 over 3 to the power of x is equal to log 1 plus square root of 5 over 2. And now I can actually move this x to the front. So now I have x times log 4 over 3 is equal to log 1 plus the square root of 5 over 2. Now if I divide both sides by log 4 over 3, these two cancel out, so I'm left with x is equal to log of 1 plus the square root of 5 over 2 over log 4 over 3.